This is a trigger warning that we are going to talk about rape, or rather, the attitudes we have to rape.
Incredibly, 1 in 5 Australians agree that a woman is partly responsible for rape if she's been drinking. 1 in 6 agree that when women say no, they actually mean yes.
Especially if they've just been asked, do you think our attitudes to sexual assault are batshit crazy? The way we talk and think about rape makes women responsible for preventing it. And this twisted mindset of blame is a worldwide problem.
A Manitoba judge is feeling the heat for a controversial ruling in a sexual assault case. He suggested the victim was partly to blame because of what she was wearing.
In a recent radio interview, Dr. Stephen Trattenberg said that women should simply drink less alcohol if they don't want to be raped.
The slut walk protests began in Canada after a policeman told students not to dress like sluts if they wanted to avoid being raped.
Yes, the common mistake of blaming the victim instead of the attacker. When a convenience store is robbed, we don't say a 7-Eleven went and got itself robbed, but, you know, it was out in the open all night and did have its goodies on display. And, you know, I don't like to say this, but convenience stores really shouldn't be hanging around on street corners at all hours. Yet public awareness campaigns on rape prevention constantly focus on what women should do. With the best of intentions, Sussex Police in the UK came up with this. Which one of your mates is the most vulnerable on a night out? The one you leave behind. That's right, ladies. Now it's all of your faults. But that doesn't come close to this crime prevention video from Hungary.
Hungarian police released a video which Vas County Police Department said was to educate women about the risks of flirting.
You are responsible. You can do something about it, proclaims the video.
Turns out that a young woman's definition of a big night out with her friends looks exactly like the police's definition of asking for it. And we're so used to making women responsible for preventing rape, it's become an industry.
The user can adjust the thigh straps to a comfortable position before locking them in place. It is, in fact, anti-rape wear.
All you have to do is stir your drink with your finger and the nail polish will change colors if a date rape drug is present.
So if it changes colour, you run. And if it doesn't, he runs, because you just stirred your drink with your hand. Do you know what? This is all just too hard. Women, you're just going to have to stay at home.
Most instances of rape happen with somebody you know and trust. So if you start telling women they can't walk in a park, you should probably start telling them they can't necessarily go home.
Oh, I give up. It's like nothing we do will work unless, what if we stopped talking to the potential victims and started talking to the potential perpetrators? I know it sounds crazy, but in Vancouver, they started the Don't Be That Guy poster campaign. Its simple message saw the rate of sexual offences drop by 10% the year after it started. And yes, hashtag not all men and hashtag not all rapists are men and not all victims are women, but hashtag all of the men who rape women are men. So how about hashtag don't rape? Now, some would say that we don't need to make a big song and dance about it, but maybe that's exactly what we should do.